Hi everyone, my name is Widodo and I'm from Institute of Technology Bandung, and currently I'm participating in the IISMA program as an exchange student at the University of Strathclyde. And similar to what I study in my home university in ITP, in the University of Strathclyde, I major in computer science. And speaking about my host university, the University of Strathclyde is located in the city centre of Glasgow, the most populous city in Scotland. I first heard about this program from my good friend in home uni back in May 2021. I'm quite sure that it was 4 days before the deadline of the application submission that I first heard about this program. So I can say that the preparation for this program is not very long for me, especially that was around the time where I had my final exam in my home uni. So it was really challenging for me to prepare everything and all the stuff within only 4 days or so. And it didn't end there. Everyone who participated in this program surely know what happened on the 12th of June 2021. And to be honest, that day, that awardee announcement day, was such a roller coaster ride for me. Like 1 minute I was really happy, and the next I was full of anxiety. I was really worried, and I'm sure that most of us experienced the exact same thing. But whatever happened that day, that became really a very special very special part of the IISMA story, especially for me personally. So I can say that it is what it is. And after the announcement day, every day for me basically was just full of preparing everything for the departure day. And among the things that I prepared were the clothes, of course the thick clothes, since we were all aware that the weather here in Scotland is quite cold, it's quite different to what we had in Indonesia. Besides of that, I also prepared some souvenirs that I brought specially for my teaching staff and my all Scottish friends here. So after almost 3 months full of preparation, we finally departed to Glasgow. I remember that I was really excited about everything, to be honest. I was thrilled to finally meet my new IISMA friends, the fellow awardees, and I was also excited about living and studying abroad. And basically I was really thrilled to finally experience this whole new adventure. When we first arrived in Glasgow, we had to do a 10 days quarantine first, because we arrived here when the COVID pandemic was really crazy. The number of cases were surging really high, so we really understood the situation that the quarantine rule was there to control the COVID situation in the UK. And during those 10 days, we basically have to keep ourselves busy, because if we have zero things to do, it will be absolutely boring for us. And so what I did the most when I was in quarantine was I called my friends and family back home in Indonesia to ask them how they were doing and what they were doing, and of course to also let them know that I was alright here and I was fine here, and basically just a simple chat to keep me away from the boredom. And during the period of time, I noticed a striking first impression of the people of Scotland, especially the Glaswegian, people that was born and raised here in Glasgow. It was, of course, the thick, unique accent. And of course, I highly appreciate the Scottish culture, Scottish tradition and everything. But I really have to be honest that the accent here is quite different, quite unique and quite special, and it took some time for me to fully understand and fully catch what people here are saying. But I think once we settle in, once we get used to it, it's gonna be fairly easy for us to get. Then after finishing the 10 days quarantine period, I finally started my study period here in Scotland. And during this exchange program, I took 4 courses in total, which were business analysis, the construction in Scotland, engineering design in software development, and lastly, professional issues in computing. And for most of the courses that I took here, it didn't take long for me to fully adapt to the courses and classes, to be honest, since the material was delivered really clearly, amazingly by the lecturers and all the teaching staff. Speaking of which, the material delivery style by the lecturers here is quite different from what I had back home in my home university in Indonesia, where they expect us to fully participate in class, and they make sure that everyone is able to express their idea. And for me, it was really helpful, since back in my home uni, I was not the type of student who is really easily able to communicate and convey my thoughts about the things that I studied in class. And with this style of teaching, I could learn how to formulate, prepare and finally express my ideas from my lecturers and fellow students. So yeah, it really helped me in the kind of way. And then the academic semester here lasted for 14 weeks, including the final examination week. And since the studying experience here was really fun and also challenging at the same time, I really enjoyed every single week of this semester, to be honest, and that's probably why I got reasonably good grades for most of the courses that I took here, which was, I think, really amazing. After 14 adventurous yet exciting weeks of study, we finally finished this academic semester and the IISMA program also practically, and it was an amazing experience that I will be forever grateful for the rest of my life. And this experience taught me so much about everything. Firstly, the high quality courses material, I surely can implement them in my career in the future, and then from my highly hardworking fellow students and lecturers, I can learn from their astounding work ethics to reach my goals that I set in the future. And basically everything that I experienced here has made me grow as a person, as a student, and of course as a human being. And that is really in line with my initial commitment that I stated in the admission stage of this program. And I remember that I said that through these extraordinary learning experiences that I will get during this program, I think I can help myself overcome countless challenges that I will face later after graduation. And I believe that it has happened. It really happened, and it's really crazy to only think about it. So that's all I can tell about my daring yet astonishing 3 months here in Scotland while participating in the IISMA program. I'm officially IISMA biased because IISMA has given me a great opportunity for me to broaden my horizons by participating in various cultural and multicultural activities both inside and outside of the campus, and studying numerous courses at one of the best universities in the UK, which surely has developed my self-confidence, shaped my positive character, and of course honed my skills. And last but not least, we want to go abroad. Cheers guys!